Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back. It's another live stream, another video. The first video since hitting 25k subscribers. Again, as always, big up to everyone who's subscribed. Big up to all the panelists because you're a huge part of it as well. Big up to everyone who's been watching since the start. It's been fucking carnage on this channel basically every single day, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So big up everyone, and let's go on the road to 50k. Now, this is meant to be, and probably still is for the most part, going to be a Crystal Palace preview. We will talk about the Ricketts for a short period at the start, but it is just more of an information thing as opposed to any sort of discussion, in my opinion. Might talk about the Lukaku to PSG news and any other news that we're seeing regarding Chelsea. But you guys know how these streams go. We just usually go off topic about anything. But big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. And let's get straight into it. Fata, what are you saying, bro?
All good, man. All good. And hopefully you guys have an Easter weekend as well. Enjoy your Easter weekend, guys. And yeah, have a good Friday as well, people.
Oh, yeah. Easter weekend. Enjoy that, guys. Enjoy the bank holiday and everything. Jesters, what are you saying? Everyone's most popular panelist. What are you telling me, bro?
Whether it's good or bad, I'm still the most popular.
Damn right.
No, it's good. You know, the Ricketts pulled out their bid, and it has nothing to do with the protest. So y'all calm down.
Let me have my fucking W, man.
No,
I saw you.
All of you 100 people. All of you 100 people.
I'm trying to get some nibbles, man. Let me get some pay.
It was 40. It was 40, Alex. It was 40.
It was 40.
It was 45, actually.
Okay.
Can you get the number correct?
45. If anything, that just made them more bold to come in and say people don't care.
Or maybe it's
it
just
was
Johnny
based on
with
financials. One of their biggest investors, they couldn't decide on the shares. They pulled out because of that. They didn't submit the final bid. If you want to take that as we got our way, okay, but that's really weird logic. Other than that, I'm doing good. We got Tommy Tuchel in the press conference. We have 2 players out. Anybody want to guess who they are?
Hudson-Odoi and Chilwell, I'm guessing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the fucking
Lukaku
announcement yet.
Is Lukaku?
Lukaku is back.
That's good.
I guess he's
Deep heat on the neck work.
Yeah, he put
I'm
icy
good.
pack on.
We move.
Bag of peas.
But yeah, big up yourself. Alex, as always, what are you saying, bro?
Well, the second most popular person on the stream.
Oh, really? Oh.
The what? Oh no, I just got what you said. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Glad that Ricketts pulled out. That's what happens. No babies if you're pulling out early and stuff like that. No.
I don't expect anything different, do I?
I'm exhausted.
4 minutes.
One of my youngest kids been thrown up all night, and shit got really, really
Literally
disturbing. But I'm here, so let's hope my prescriptions keep me awake throughout the day, so I can go to work tonight. I'll see you, mate.
Let's go. Chris, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, pretty good, Ricketts are pulled out, thanks to you guys, your protests and everything, and Johnny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, I'm pretty good, after all that. So yeah.
Don't worry, man. Honestly, from me to you, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Declared, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, it's definitely good. Good Friday. So it's definitely good. Just like everyone, the Crickets have pulled out. Someone will call them. I don't want to hear about them anymore. They can make their little sounds in the grass, and that's it. Just to imagine that the investors couldn't even get along or some understanding. How are they going to run Chelsea if they got in? So we avoided a massive disaster. Yeah, they're turning on each other already before they haven't even got the club yet, and they're still discussing about shares. So it was great, and thanks to all the protesters. I mean, there was people that didn't want to do it. Even the Chelsea Trust Group were 77 split. Maybe there was still people that weren't sure. So that's how people were actually considering them somehow. So I'm glad they shouldn't have made it this far. I'm glad they're gone. I want to hear about it again.
Yeah. Now they're gone. Hopefully, it's the last stream that we speak about them, and we move forward. Andrew, what are you saying?
Yeah, you 45 people are the most powerful people that Chelsea have ever seen. So big up to yourselves.
Andrew was the
big
camera
up.
angles on Sky. They kind of made him look big.
Oh
I
yes.
thought it was a big
Big
crowd.
up, Gal.
It was a Trump inauguration. It was a Trump.
Yeah, big up
Yeah.
Sky as well, because they made it look like 200 turned up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did look like a main more tenor.
Also on the road to 25.1k for this channel. Let's go.
Let's go. We might hit it by my next birthday.
Let's do this. But yeah, all good, man. Good Friday. Don't eat your chocolate eggs.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I say for that, bro. My guy, appreciate that. Yeah, you've also
CSBC.
just for doing that, you've got yourself in with a winning this Champions League final shirt as well, because we're not making this year's, so you might as well have last year's. So congratulations, bro. You just joined the lottery. Big up yourself.
Congrats. Yep, all good.
And
Frosty
last but
Meat,
not
how much-
least,
Hold on a
Josh.
second. Frosty Meat, how much is put his
how much to ban someone from this channel?
Damn.
Depends on the person.
It does depend on the
Frosty-
person.
Yeah,
Frosted
just,
Mip has
say,
some
just
coin.
say the name.
If
just
they're
say
a
the name.
regular, like let's say they're like fatter, so they're here basically every show, we're gonna do $1,000. If it's just anyone, then it's 500.
Irregular. Yes.
Yeah, like fatter, this basically probably should have his name on it as well, but for being honest. But we move.
This channel.
It's one
Basically,
He's
K for
actually
amazing.
on the
Father
show because I don't
And-
see him.
and 500 for us normies.
Give them 2 minutes.
2 million. Put in 2 mil. We'll do it. Yeah. Put a consortium together and put.
Man said 200 to ban. Alright, cool. Yeah, 200 will ban Egal. That's cool. That could run. I'm fine with that. That's cool.
And since he's an Arsenal fan, that's a collective 200. So everybody who donate £5.
We
and
got 50 already into
No,
it.
we can all band together for that one. That's cool. That's cool.
Jester, put your consortium together.
Yeah.
Agree on the price first before you put it.
I don't know. I had, two people came to protest me, but my major investor pulled out. But I'm going to congratulate the 2 people that showed up to protest me.
Yeah, man, it's very important to make sure that your voice is heard by as many people as
Yeah.
possible. So yeah, definitely. Josh, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
yeah, man, I'm good. It's Friday. Got a big game this weekend. Yeah, doing well. Hopefully Pulisic doesn't cost us another game. Maybe maybe he won't play on Sunday. But yeah, no, good news, I guess, about the Ricketts. That everybody can pipe down about it now, and we can move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, just touching on the Ricketts stuff. There's obviously we already know the news that they've withdrawn their final bid for Chelsea. They dropped a statement saying the Ricketts/Griffin/Gilbert Group has decided after careful consideration not to submit a final bid for Chelsea. In the process of finalising the proposal, it became increasingly clear that certain issues could not be addressed given the unusual dynamics around the sales process. We have great admiration for Chelsea FC and its fans, and we wish the owners well. I also said at the bottom, it said, P.S. We're sorry to all the vlogs and the influencers. But yeah, we move. Also on Absolute Chelsea. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've refreshed the whole thing. But what was it? It was because the Ricketts and Ken Griffin. Alex, that's you in for the Habit shirt.
Yeah, I just don't care what you're saying. What the fuck are you do for a living, Frosty Meat, if you can donate $7.99?
790.
I think
Yeah,
he wants-
700. Well,
I think he wants to
799.
ban someone.
Some people are crazy.
What are you talking about?
No, I mean, good for you, but damn, money, man.
I want to hang
Yeah,
out.
you know what?
is that?
You could ban anybody with that. Shit.
Was that a fart or somebody?
No, that was just me going like, wow, shock.
Oh,
'Cause, like, what the fuck?
Or just kick out the whole panel for it.
800 quid, you know, that's mad. Fucking hell.
I think that's as much as you can actually put through, isn't it?
Oh, is that them? I don't even know. I don't even
That's
know.
what Frosty said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
trying to
know.
put more.
Somebody in the chat said, Alex, money is nothing to some people. Thank you for telling me that.
I know, I'd like to be those people.
I would like
That'd be nice.
the question is not, it's not the money. The question, how do I get there?
Yeah. Exactly.
Can you tell me the route?
Yeah, the Ricketts could have used some of those people. The investors pulled out.
Investors pulled out, exactly.
If
Yeah,
only
so
certain
with the
people on
Ricketts,
Twitter's
they
mom
weren't able to
or
agree a
mom
deal with
got
Ken
pulled out
Griffin
on.
over the percentage of sales and everything. So that's the main reason for it. Didn't have a lot to do with fan influence, but we're gonna pretend it.
Probably did, Lewis, though, because
Go AM was-
Ken Griffin
If
probably
they
asked for
could
more.
do that
because
over
of-
the European Super League and say they were united together and banded over it, we're claiming this. So I don't give a shit. But we move. Big up JFL as well. You're now in with a chance of winning the Champions League final shot. So big up yourself. We are saving all of these too. Don't worry.
You
But yeah, anyone got anything they want to add on the Ricketts stuff? Will you just bounce from it because they're done now? We don't have to
I was
worry
gonna
about it.
s-
ever again.
They're gonna be missed.
Yeah, let's not talk.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Lewis, that probably the negative press and all that against the Ricketts maybe made King Griffin ask for a bigger share because he's probably he's pulling the consortium more than what the Ricketts were. So what they negotiated, he decided to ask for more because of that. So there is maybe a fan influence, and your protest did probably go a long way.
Okay.
It's just domino effect.
Let's
That
go.
started it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Power.
let's not
I'm gonna-
say that maybe it didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say.
I
that
like
it
to
didn't-
think it played a part, not a massive
it played a
part, but like I
part.
think there's a
I will
part.
give you 0.001%.
Every
Hey,
little
that's
help.
a percent.
Every little help.
That's a percent.
Can we not even get 1%? You're putting this into zero.
Yeah.
No.
You get
It's
1%, you get
100%. Let's
1%,
do it.
If it made such a big deal, they would have pulled out a long time ago.
No, they
I
I
know
thought they
question.
could turn those around.
Put up
They couldn't
the
survive.
Go AMs.
Why-
Go AMs.
Why didn't that consortium
What's going
kick
on?
out
So?
the Ricketts? They probably would have done a lot better.
Ricketts called Christensen and Lukaku and said, "Man, y'all tripping."
They could-
Can't be bothered. Big up yourself, Go AM, as always. But maybe one day you'll learn from all this
But that's
AC
literally
slander.
when they showed up at the stadium, wasn't it? It was the game, first championship league game. Wasn't
No,
it?
that was
That was
Bowley
Bowley.
ones.
That was Bowley.
Yeah, Bowley,
Oh,
Bowley,
that was
Bowley.
Bowley.
Yeah.
Oh well.
The Ricketts
Yeah,
went
so
to
like
the,
that was
the
probably
Ricketts-
Bowley
Ricketts went
instead
to
of the Ricketts,
But
but we moved.
all need to be Bowley in because if Bowley comes in, Declan Rice is never coming to Chelsea.
How'd you know?
Sweet! Let's go.
Wait,
That's
how
all I
He's-
needed.
I just want to
I
say
mean,
his goals. He's now up to 5 goals now this season as a free scoring defensive midfielder. So he's up for 5 goals now. this
Yeah,
season.
wait till West
That was
Ham
a
win
big
the
goal too,
Europa
Andrew.
League,
Big goal
Wait till
there,
they
yeah.
win the
I'm
Europa
just
League,
saying,
250 million.
Remember when we buy DMs, we buy them for the goals. So just remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
5 goals in all comps.
Ah,
That's you got
fucking
9.
hell.
Because he's
Andrew,
not going to spend.
who made you make this statement?
Who? What? Me?
No, Andrew.
How do I put this? It's Lewis's channel, so I'm going to be very polite. 2 stupid people said it, and even Lewis got mad at them. Even Lewis got mad at them on that
He
stream.
did.
Lewis, I've never
Bro,
seen Lewis
we
that
just
mad.
got knocked out by Madrid. I did not have time for it. I did not have time.
There's been some crazy shit said on this channel, and Lewis hasn't reacted or got angry, but Lewis got angry on that channel and said, "I am not doing rice prop."
Yeah, I couldn't hear that either.
Bro, we just got knocked out by Real Madrid, and I'm hearing like fucking Rice would have scored that. I'm like, I can't be bothered for it. Johnny's my guy. I'll got all love for him, but like I couldn't have it that day. Couldn't.
Hey, at least,
No,
at
no.
least-
We got a
at
parrot
least he
as well,
didn't kiss
though.
at least he didn't kiss the West Ham badge or anything, right?
Oh yeah. God forbid.
You may as well get one. Get
Yeah,
Declan Rice on the
and,
back.
but that's not the reason I say that Rice won't be coming in because
It's the price, right?
the price tag is horrible. Number
Yeah.
one, and number two,
No, don't say that.
he's gonna use data driven analytics, and the data that they're gonna look at is gonna have to prove that you're worth X amount of dollars that's being asked for, and you can't find a DM in the world that is worth 80 million pounds, 100 million pounds, 150 million pounds. They don't exist because that position isn't worth that much money.
That's just
But the Bowler group, Bowler doesn't know anything about football, does he?
Don't you think they're going to use that for Kante's contract negotiations as well? They're going to look at the numbers, how much he plays,
What do you mean?
And his
doesn't
salary,
know
and
anything?
he's not going to get
his
renewed.
salary. It's like
I-
going, well, your agent's asking for like 300. Potentially, your agent could be asking for over 300 grand. because it's basically your last contract.
Yeah.
You're not playing this X amount of games to warrant you earning this much.
So
First
they're
of
gonna
all,
do that.
look,
Makes
there's
sense to-
there's a couple of things. I agree with Jester. There's the positions that high value. There's a position high risk. There's the positions that most important. For me personally, I always said the team needs to be built around defensive needs, but the defensive needs are high risk players. If you look at throughout the history, there's a high injury prone players. High injury prone players.
It's normally because
Because they have to do a lot on the field. And I'm really surprised that Chelsea, as big as we are, if you can remember all the defensive midfielders, those monsters of the players we used to have, by Essien, Makaleli, all those defensive mid players. But if you look at them, even Mikel, they are really high injury players. Mikel is the one that actually survived longer without sustaining.
It's because he wasn't a main starter always.
He was kind of a bit part player for a while.
He became eventually. But if you look at it, we always had the defensive mids that actually strong enough. But so for me, you can find a lot of those single defensive mid players, but it can't be more than 60 million euros for me. That's top of the pile.
But where I disagree is that the Bowley Group has just used buzzwords, data-driven analytics. He just threw that in there. That guy doesn't know anything about football. If you're going to use the Liverpool model, even they said that when they came in, and they came in 2010. Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. Well, Liverpool uses the same system.
Yeah, but they used it from 2010. The only time that they...
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
That's when they came in.
No,
that's when the Fenway Group came in.
This is when the group came in, but that's not when they scouts. Because people...
No, that's when the group came in and they started it. It's when Klopp came in is when they corrected it. They made a lot of bad signings on the way, right? Okay. To get to this point. And even now, Werner was on the data-driven, analytic transfer system that they spontaneously have and no one knows about. It's just a good buzzword, but no one knows exactly how they measure it. Now,
who's a bad buy?
No coincidence. Sorry?
Who's a bad buy for Liverpool in the last couple of years?
From before Klopp?
No, you just said the last few years they had a bunch of bad buys. Who's a bad buy for them?
No, in the period when they came in, before Klopp. Yeah, before Klopp, they had a lot of mistakes.
Analytics came before Klopp, like in the beginning. They came before Klopp, but they did not came when the new owners came in. Analytics system became after, like a couple of years after they knew it.
They pushed data-driven analytics when they first came in, right? It's no coincidence that when Klopp came in, the transfers became a lot better. Yeah, that's what they praise themselves on.
No.
A whole movie about it too.
I know that. They made the movie about Brad Pitt. I know.
They thought they could do what they did there here.
Yes, and they did, didn't they? Did they do it? Did they win the Premier League?
Yeah, I mean, they just spent $5 million on Carvalho from Fulham, and that's an amazing buy. That's a really great buy.
I'm not talking about recent. We're talking about the Fenway Group have been here for over 10 years. So for a decade, measure from the decade of their signing, not from the last few seasons. Measure from the decade, and remember, like Charlie Adams and Balotelli and Andy Carroll, and they got heaps of really bad buys, and they were in bad positions, right? And it's only and I'm telling you, if you compare from pre-Klopp and after Klopp, there's no coincidence that the transfers improved tenfold when they got a manager that they got signings that a manager wanted, not their data-driven. So what I'm getting at, the point I'm making is that there was a big learning curve for them. So it could still possibly be data-driven plus Klopp's influence and a mixture, right? But if the Todd Bowley doesn't know, and if we're going to go through a decade of learning curve, just like the Fenway Group did, then we're in for 5 years, 6 years of bad transfers before they start to pick it up.
Yeah, but the model is already there now. See,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They invented the learning.
Is the Liverpool just going to give over everyone? Is that what you're saying?
No, but the model is there.
It's not a top secret. It's not a freaking.
Then what is it? Tell me. All right. So that's what I'm going to ask you guys. what is data-driven, right? Transfers. What is it based off?
It's
That the
based
scouts
off
don't
not-
already do.
Data.
No. It's
What's so
not only-
secret and what's so unique that no rest of Europe don't do, or the rest of the world in football?
It's the system that they apply. It's the system. It's
Yeah,
not the. It's
someone
a
explain
manager.
it.
It's yes, because when Andy Carroll, all those bad signings came in, did they play the same the same style of football?
Don't know
What
why
he
they
did-
got Andy Carroll.
Let me
He was
explain.
he was
it to
just
you.
in good
So-
form.
So you have a manager in Tuchel. He has a system. Then you're going to talk to the manager and say, what type of players do you like to fit the system you want to play? Then you look at those players as models, and you see what they do well, and you formulate data from looking at those players, and then you go out and find similar players to that.
Let
that's how
me
it
let me
works.
explain to you something, Jester. Every other club does what you just explained. There's no unique thing. So if
That's
you're
not
saying
true.
if Todd Bowley
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, 100%, 100% they do.
Listen, Real Madrid are not doing data-driven signings. They're buying the best player available
Exactly.
at that position based off of the zeitgeist of what's out in the zeitgeist. Camavinga was a highly regarded talent that a lot of teams were in on. They just went and bought him. Mbappe, probably the biggest name in football right now. They just went out and got him. In fact, they waited.
after him.
So Josh, is it safe to say maybe 80%, 90% of clubs in Europe, I would say Real Madrid are the exception. Maybe Barca, maybe PSG are the exception.
No.
I know all of
No.
Bundesliga would do exactly what you just described.
Bundesliga
Most of the
runs
clubs
like
that
Liverpool.
actually can't just throw money at problems do exactly more.
No. I think
You don't believe
I
it?
think no, I don't believe it. Because Real Madrid is run like Chelsea runs like Real Madrid.
Yeah, so you could just look at Chelsea. We just spent 100 million on Lukaku, not from any data.
We literally.
What about
used
every
to
club
run-
in the Bundesliga? Leipzig,
Every club in
Bayern?
the Bundesliga runs based on a narrative, based
Those
on
are
one
feeder-
narrative.
Yeah,
They
those are
have-
feeder clubs for
No.
Bayern.
Exactly. They run like an old English league run. They cannot have so many international players. They can only have a specific amount. They run differently. They run
That's a bit more
inside the
Serie
own
A.
league. Serie
That has a
A
more-
run based on how much money they have.
We're going to see. I told you about this rabbit hole. We climbing down
You
that
know,
bad boy.
You guys are really hung up on this buzzword that I'm pretty sure that no one knows. I mean, you guys just said something that I know a lot of clubs do, right? There's no secret, and I'll tell you something. There's no proof that Todd Bowley knows as well.
Exactly.
So even though he said it,
That's what they did at the Dodgers.
Yeah, and Todd Bowley, let's be honest, Todd Bowley's not going to be going and saying like, "Hey, I want this guy or that guy." He's going to put people in place that do that job. Like
Yeah. So
who
Todd
are they?
Bowley, he's literally
So-
just a figurehead.
That's what I'm
he doesn't
saying
do
is that-
Todd Bowley doesn't do that for the Dodgers. They have a GM, Andrew Friedman. He's the
Exactly.
one who looks at the data. He's the one who signs the
He's-
players. And I'm
know what
very
he coming
I know
over?
Andrew Friedman
You know
very
what
well
Ricketts
because
failed
he's the
to?
general
You know
manager.
what Ricketts failed to? This is exactly what Bowley is going to be at the club. Ricketts failed to put the person that's going to be known for what person does what and on that specific board. He's not going to have minority of the shares, but he's the one that's going to be face of those shares. That's what Ricketts failed on too. You see what I'm saying? Ricketts did not.
Every consortium is that. I understand that. What I'm saying is that I don't believe when he says data driven. There's nothing. It could be something and it could be nothing. There's no proof that he's done anything before, right? And you could throw a word that everyone's hanging up on and goes, I want the Bowley groups. So now I'll bring up Samara Burton, who's actually had EPL experience and actually in his consortium have people that has shares in Crystal Palace as well. And I say that, and I find that a better consortium than the Bowley Group because there's still massive question marks on their experience. Because all Todd Bowley said is data driven, and people have really hung up on that, right?
Well,
and to me, I'm like, I don't know what he means because his version could be something else, and he doesn't have experience for me to really go, you know what, this guy knows what he's doing.
Give me a sec. Got a few super chats to get through. Big up Tanky as well. Again, everyone who's in the super chat, you guys are involved in the giveaway for the Champions League shirt. David says, really scary times for Chelsea. Clear that people don't understand there's a big difference between American sports and football. It's uncertain times, not scary times.
this is not true. There is not a big difference between American sports and European football. That's a myth.
Complete cap.
That's a myth. Because again,
for me, I see. Go for it. Go for it.
No. Because I get told all the time I don't understand European football because I'm an American. So what makes you think as a European you understand American sports?
Facts.
I mean, again, American sports, the only difference is there's one trophy to win. You don't get multiple shots at glory a year. There's one trophy. You either win everything or you win nothing. You're either a winner or a loser. There's nothing else. In European sports, you have different chances to at least bring home a trophy. Not in American
There's
sports.
one big difference between American and European sports is in European sports there's the consequences if you do not play well in a season.
Not for the main teams. Not for the main teams.
It is.
Not for the
It's
big
called
six.
Relegation.
Yep.
Oh,
Like it's going to actually happen to the big
for
six.
the big six. There's a TV money. There's a big difference.
Oh,
Yeah, but we're
understand
good.
that.
We're
I'd say
not-
just the
Saying
Premier League
they
clubs
are.
in general.
Man United is not going to get relegated. Chelsea now are
Yeah,
not going to
but
get
Man
relegated.
United
Liverpool
will
is
finish
not gonna get
sixth.
relegated.
Well, Man United for finish sixth will get substantial chunk of money less than Chelsea finished third.
And whoever wins
they
the
say
Super
this
Bowl will
about
make
League
more
though
money than
before?
everybody else.
That's
Yeah, but for example, no,
guys-
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But if the team that wins the gets knocked out like in a semifinal in an NFL does not make difference that the team that, for example, the team that got a late knockout stages is not difference between the team that lost.
And quit bringing up stuff from the past. We're talking about now.
Yeah, but
You
like,
want to talk about
before-
stuff, that happened way back when? We're talking about now. There's too much money invested in these big clubs for them to get relegated. They have such an advantage in players, the quality of the players they have on their squads and the depth of their squads compared to mid-table teams. There's only a few teams there's only 3 teams that get relegated, right? And it's usually you can
everyone's
name them
qualifying
before the
right now.
season starts.
And
And
they
you're
have
not
money.
putting Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City in that stuff, are you?
Maybe
Nobody
Arsenal.
ever predicts that, do they? Because it's not going to
There's
happen.
another thing. There's another big
happened in
thing
the
that
past.
people don't talk. There's another big thing
In the
that people
past.
don't talk. People pull for Bailey or Bale, whatever his name is, not because we want him from the beginning. It's because he's better than the rest of them. That's it.
Well, and you
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
have
could
my
argue,
Alex moment here. Hey, anyone in the chat that is saying I'm waffling and a whole bunch of points? I want to hear some points. Can you guys address some of the answers that I put in?
Yeah, like
And I feel good about my Alex
waffling.
moment.
JFL, your super chats regarding
yeah, be
transfer
like
news,
me,
so we'll come
Declare,
back to
and
that
tell
one.
tell them to fuck off in the chat.
I could
JFL
I
will
could
come back to
argue-
your super chat. Zion, big up yourself, Zion. It's actually been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Says this is brilliant news about the Ricketts family backing up. Big up to us for making this happen, and to those who are out there protesting for our club. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, man. We did the best that we could for our club. This is a massive win for our club's future. Yes.
Stop
You
wanking
forget the
these
shake
five.
weight.
Stop wanking these 5 dudes off, man.
Yeah,
Andrew-
what do you
Andrew-
expect?
45! 45, not
what-
5.
What do you
Trying to
expect?
downplay what we did.
There were five. There were 5 of you leading
The
the
guy
charts.
has the guy believes
90
in
knees on the
wrestling.
ground.
Artem says difference for Liverpool transfers wasn't Klopp. It was Michael Edwards. He's the one who found the players to fit Klopp's system. Klopp didn't even want Salah. He wanted to bring in Draxler and Brandt. I did hear rumors about that from years back.
You could argue Liverpool don't listen to Klopp at all because we know players that he wanted that they said fuck that dude, and they went and got different guys.
They wanted Havertz and Werner.
And listen,
Yeah, they did want Werner.
the thing with
They
this
did
thing
not
about
want
Todd
Salah.
Bowley,
He did not want Salah.
this
Klopp,
thing
yeah,
about
he
Todd
wanted
Bowley
Pulisic.
being okay. Go ahead, Chris.
I thought you said he didn't want Salah, he wanted Pulisic Liverpool, didn't he? And Klopp did. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that, and yeah, it's right.
I think I remember that. one.
Salah was the second choice, and he did wonders. That's what it is. Sometimes you just get lucky like that.
Oh, wait. Yeah, David says, Jay, thanks for proving my point. I think that means you, Jesters. I don't care about whether you understand football or not. The reality is that profits are easier to come by in US sports. As opposed to
True.
what? Worldwide
True.
sports. Is it true?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Profits are easier to come. Like these teams, most of these teams in the Premier League,
the profits are
make
divided
profits. Like
already. The profits are
there-
divided. They do only profits
there's
on the
revenue
stadium.
share. There's revenue sharing in American sports. I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they do that in the Premier League, but
No,
it doesn't.
they
It
don't.
doesn't
they
make a
don't.
giant difference. Like here's the thing I'll say about Bowley. Like
There is
Bowley.
a culture. Sorry, Josh.
No, you're fine.
Josh,
Like
let Josh
there's
finish,
this thing with
man. For Christ's sake, let him finish.
this thing with Bully
Took-
and the stats driven thing. Like I don't know how much he'll do that, because if you look at the Dodgers have the highest payroll in all of baseball. They have a $270 million payroll, which is by far the largest payroll in baseball. So to say that he's like nickel and diamond picking guys out of like that's a little bit of a stretch. If you compare to like my Tampa Bay Rays here, our payroll is 70 million. Theirs is 270 million. We played them in the World Series last year, and they beat the shit out of us. Like I would say the Rays are way more analytically driven than the Dodgers, but I wouldn't be so like scared that he's going to come in and like not spend money on players. Like that's not his MO. That's not his track record. They buy the best players in baseball. They trade for the best players in baseball, and they spend a shit ton of money. So they'll be, maybe to an extent, they'll look at data when they're reviewing our roster. Like, should we be spending $175K a week on a backup goalkeeper? No. Like those are things he'll probably try to clean up, but it doesn't mean he won't go invest and spend money on players that are going to be more expensive. I still think they'll do that.
Like
They're not going to overspend either.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's-
It's gonna, like, people. Chelsea fans will always compare to Abramovich. Everything we do from now on is gonna be compared what Roman used to do. We need to stop that. Now we need to look literally how the rest of the Premier League does. And that's what. And it's kind of moot point to do it now because we don't know what they're going to do. But we can, like, literally, who wants Bailey and why you want Bailey? Because there's no better on the list that we know of. We don't know the rest of it who's not officially shown on a bid. But based on the people that we know, Bailey is the best. What we think of.
Because he looks the least profit driven.
Exactly. But the rest
and that's why I'm saying, like, American owners to me aren't the problem. In fact, Zion Super Chat says it perfectly. If you see Liverpool's recruitment with American owners, I take that in a heartbeat instead of just spending money on names. A proper system and proper recruitment. This is the thing. American owners doesn't necessarily mean money's getting sucked out of the club. It doesn't mean we're going to turn into Arsenal. It doesn't mean we're going to turn into United. It all depends on the ambition of the owners. We do not need to be bankrolled. That's why I think a lot of people aren't noticing. We do not need 200 million injected into our transfer funds every single season. We need to recruit smartly. And if anything, it's what we've been screaming for years.
Even at Abramovich, I would disagree with Abramovich on Lukaku specifically.
Like, not even Lukaku. It's been in the past. The 2017 window, the 2015 window, the 2010 window.
Well, that's the window when he was legally in trouble. So let's. That's
not all of them.
Hey, Lewis, before we get Lam Jono or I am Jono, you do not realize that term has been banned by the UK government as homophobic.
What one?
What am I looking at?
Underneath strip bears, OK's baby LOL.
Oh yeah, guy. We were not saying that. Yeah, that's a block. Cool. Yeah, sorry for that. I keep forgetting that I'm probably just a Liverpool fan or some shit. But yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan, but we move.
Look, another big difference in American owners. The problem with American owners, I don't know if Bailey has a football club that he owns, but NFL owners are really, really, really different breed of owners. Those are the breeds are actually like they are money driven owners, NFL ones, because that's when they get specific amount from the league. That league is like literally they split profit. I don't know nothing about the baseball, how it's run, but the baseball it's more. Baseball is more like based on the players than like the money wise. Does that make sense? Is that am I right, Jester, about that? Like NFL is more.
It depends what team you're talking about.
Well, Cowboys is shit. They always buy
Well,
Cowboys.
I'm
is
not a
like,
Cowboys fan. Never had been.
I am.
I don't watch football. I haven't watched American football in 3 years. I haven't watched any American sports in 3 years.
Oh, I know why.
What were you asking, Alex?
Stopped watching it 2 or 3 years too. I know why.
Alex, what were you asking about the NFL owners?
Yeah, NFL. My question is NFL versus baseball. NFL is more predictable, and it's like in the baseball, it is about like a couple of superstars. In NFL, there's no couple of superstars. It's more based on draft. Like baseball is more. I don't know how to explain it. It is like a youth system, more like progressing. Because I have a friend whose son being picked #1 overall baseball player, and he still did not make it #1 team.
Well, baseball is a minor league system. Baseball is a minor league system where they'll put you. I think they have 3 classes: A, AA, and AAA, and depending on how good you are, they'll classify you under that. So if you're like the first pick and they think you're almost ready to go, they might put you just straight in AAA. It's much different in football. In football, they use the draft picks, and what a lot of teams do, teams that want to win now, they will trade those draft picks to get immediate impact players. So like a team like the Los Angeles Rams, who just won the Super Bowl, they basically traded all their future draft picks a couple seasons ago to win now.
Just for one.
So some teams that might not have the money to invest in players right away will use their draft picks to sort of build a team over years. It's a little different. Baseball and football are much different in the fact of how they build teams. But I mean, the comparison to
Coke.
Yeah, so just so I can address the comment that was made, I don't like politics in sport. I watch sport as a escape from real life, and so if you want to bring politics into sport, I'm out.
Sorry, do you hear?
I get enough of that in my regular life where I don't need it in my escapes.
Exactly.
So,
let's not even talk about that.
That's it. I don't care what kind of politics it is. I don't want it in my sport.
Same thing.
I should mute myself.
Yeah, you should mute yourself. That's nasty.
What was he doing?
Sniffing. You literally asked who's sniffing the coke. And people in the chat was asking this.
At least I'm negative, though. At least I'm negative, so I'll be fine.
What?
At least you're what?
The STD test came back. No gonorrhea.
Oh, he thinks we're talking about COVID, don't he?
No, we're talking about you blowing your nose on camera, bro.
Yeah, no context matter. That's what it is.
Literally no context.
Hookers and hand jobs.
Can't be asked. Right, JFL says, has anyone seen reports regarding Jorginho? Apparently he's Juve's main target, but he wants 7 million. I'm guessing 7 million a year. Which
that's what he's getting here.
Yeah, so that what counts to 100k a week or something.
No, it's I think it's 150.
Oh no, 150. 100k in pounds, so it might be 150.
Go away, you monster.
But
I told you about this months ago. Jorginho is gone in the summertime.
Guess
what? They're saying one of Jorginho and Kante as well. So either or, maybe
nobody's
both.
listening. But
I don't know. Similar to what he's getting now.
I don't necessarily.
He's getting about 7 mil.
Yeah, he makes 7 mil a year.
It's so just basically getting the same pay, just longer contract.
So he wants the same wages then.
Yeah, that's all he wants.
That's not really news then. If he wants to move, he wants to move on similar wages. Same thing with 9 out of 10 football players, unless they want an increase.
Yeah, most players don't move for less. There are
unless they're really in the decline of their career, and he's not in that position yet.
Yeah,
he's.
I knew that
his stocks are high in this area.
Cool.
I think in this area, his stocks are high. He probably get a pay rise after the national team.
I didn't know you can joke, Lewis.
I'm not even bothered for the debate. I'm not bothered for the debate. I'm gonna leave it, But yeah, Jorginho's been linked with Juve, been linked with PSG, linked with Barcelona, and we won't know any changes in his contract situation until the owners are announced and until they make a decision on whether they want to try and renew him or not. I know they'll be open to negotiations, but everything's up in the air with everybody's contracts until we get a new owner. So it's all speculation for now. He could be going back to Italy, Could be going to another club.
He's
Could be
going to
staying.
Italy. He's going to Italy.
I'm not gonna put a bet on it, but we'll see. We'll see.
He's going to Italy. He has 1 year on his contract. He's not signing a new extension. They've already said
Yet.
that. He's not going to because you do realize the World Cup is next year, right?
This year.
Yeah, but it's not
Or
like
this
he-
year, this
he's not
coming
in it.
year,
It's not
whatever.
like Lukaku's situation where he's had barely any game time.
7 months.
Yeah, but his agent has already come out and said he wants to go back to Italy after the World Cup. That means.
And you said the World Cup's coming. He's out of the World Cup.
Let me finish.
Oh,
I
go-
understand
go
they're
for it.
not. Yeah, because of him, they didn't make the World Cup.
Right.
Which means he's not going to sign a new contract so he can go back to Italy, not this summer, but next summer. And if he's, are we going to let him go for free? Keep him a year and then let him go for free? I
No,
don't think we're
obviously,
gonna
if he
do that
doesn't want
again.
to resign, we sell. Obviously, but like,
Well,
I
he
still
doesn't want
think
to
that's up to-
resign. He doesn't. He's already said he doesn't want to resign.
He said
Where's he
himself.
said that?
I have not.
He
heard
said it
that.
through his
I haven't
agent.
seen this.
No.
Yeah, his agent's
It-
been chatting shit for the last year or two. He always does it.
It says every year.
Yeah, agents do tend to like say stuff so they get a better contract as well.
Yeah,
It's
Premier
hard to
League
say
is
on a
not for
guarantee just
Jorginho.
when we don't even know who our owners are. You know, Paluca might find a bit of an Italian connection. He might want to keep you.
Oh no, we can hear you. We can hear you.
The one we
Right.
actually need to talk
Yes.
about is Conte worth extending?
It's either or worth extending.
No, both of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's an either or thing. I don't think
think
it's
I don't know
Well,
if Kante takes a pay.
Both go or
away,
both stay.
No, I'm saying you don't do have an either or. You could see both of them go this summer.
Yeah, you could,
I could,
but you
I
could
could
see
see
one
everyone
of
staying
them
as
stay
well.
too. I don't think both stay. I think one leaves. I'm not too sure on either because
Well, at least we already know one is at least going, and that's Jorginho. The thing now is, does Conte go as well? Because they don't extend him.
I know, like
I
if they
mean,
can,
well, but I think if Kante stays, Kante will probably have to take a pay cut
and yeah, less game time.
because he can't play around the games consistently. Which is again why if we have to focus on keeping one of them, I'd rather keep Jorginho because he's the one that barely gets injured.
Yeah, but you don't want him on the pitch.
Why?
I want him on the pitch.
I think
You don't
Thomas
want him on
Tuchel
the
doesn't want
pitch.
him on the
That's the
pitch. I think
difference. You don't want him on the
Yeah,
pitch.
well, you have extenuating circumstances, so I understand.
No, I've been a Jorginho fan since day one. Like, no, don't do this.
you could argue
Bro, I was
Tuchel
the one
doesn't.
backing him when the whole of Matthew Harding was booing him in Europa League games. I don't want to hear that.
Jester, just watch his eyes. He's got good at controlling.
Just watch this.
You'll stink. You'll
He goes
stink.
on camera.
You could argue Tuchel doesn't want him on the team.
Yeah.
You could
And
argue.
that's why he was playing him while he was injured in the Christmas period.
You could
Who else
argue
is
Lewis
he gonna
also
play? He
back-
hasn't played him in like our last three big games.
Is in
He
the
didn't
chat
want
or
to play
something?
him, he wouldn't play him.
Just because a player gets benched for a few games doesn't mean he doesn't like him.
I thought
I'm
it
sure he
kinda
thinks he's a
does.
good guy. I don't think he thinks he fits his team.
Yeah. Doesn't fit his team.
Oh, he's a good guy. You know who else is a good guy? Werner, but we barely see him play.
He
Even
should
if
be
he
playing
plays.
more.
Well, he's
He
leaving
should
in
be
the
playing more.
summertime too. He's going
Nah,
to Bayern.
nah, we should keep him.
No.
You know, probably is.
Shut up, Chris. I'm not
Shut
going
up.
to
Marcos Alonso might be going to Atletico Madrid or
Yeah,
or
Alonso
Juve
can go.
Oh, please
or
don't
Juve.
play with my emotions like that, please.
Atletico Madrid going to buy a non-defensive left fullback.
They
So it's like,
look. I'm just telling you what's out there, and
They
Did
like
Lewis
a
said
second fullback.
give Alonso 7-year contract extension?
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
GoAM also
And a-
says
and a
Faka did a
statue.
couple of lines and is about to spend 5k on the Ghost of Poku. Ghost of Poku? Oh, mad. That's mad. Big up yourself anyway. Big up David again saying, to be clear, I hope I'm wrong about all of this. Yeah. So we all hope that all of our worries and fears are wrong. And we all do. But it doesn't stop you worrying anyway. It is what it is. Was there any...
Yes,
other
we're
stuff?
wasting them out. I remember that. That was 2019-20 season.
Oh, was what?
who?
You're cussing J5 in your vlogs with William as well.
When?
19 and 20 or 18 and 19. You're cussing.
State
It
the
might, be a
game.
bad, it might have been a bad game, but him.
Yeah, if it was
I
if it was a bad performance,
Hey.
I criticize a bad performance as it happens in the ground. That's different. But again,
Yeah.
state the game.
Willian as well, alongside Willian.
Willian, I
I'm-
slander him all the time though. That's different.
I'm on.
He's been gone for
different
2 years and I
platforms
still
than
slander
K5.
him.
Was it Leicester? Leicester 18-19?
I don't know.
Maybe he
Well,
wasn't.
we lost
maybe
1-0.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't meet.
I remember running. I got to that game at half time or something. I overslept.
Damn.
Like, so I was probably too dozy to even fuck. I didn't slander players. I didn't even do a fan cam that game because I missed half the match. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
I'm the one who came up with the phrase Jorginho. You think he's a Ferrari, but he's actually a Fiat.
Was it Southampton home game as
He's
well?
a Ferrari.
He's a Fiat.
Yakub, again, I
God.
beg you, find me the proof. Find me the proof. 'Cause I know you're chatting shit. Find me the proof. Find me the proof. Please, find me the proof.
I remember
Because when he was getting booed by
Remember
fucking crowds in Europa League games, I was the one cheering him and cussing them out in fan cams afterwards. So, find me the proof. But other than that, I don't want to hear it because it's not true.
Well,
Fiats
people
are
in the
actually
chat
fun.
room,
Yeah,
He was
okay.
Willian, though. The Willian one.
Better
I
have
can
a
take-
Ferrari though.
But he cussing Willian all the time, to be fair. 18-19.
Yep. I've never
That's
said
William.
that I haven't though.
What are you mentioning William for anyway?
People know I don't like Willian, and I've never liked Willian. Like I don't get. That's not a surprise.
I'd rather have William than Jorginho.
No.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
No.
What's wrong with you? No, I'm not hearing that.
I'd rather have William than Jorginho.
Yeah, both of you. You can have that for
they're the
yourselves.
same
I'm
player,
good.
yeah.
Let's not do that.
Well, at least
I'm
William can
good.
play defense.
We can have both. We can have
Yeah,
both.
you can't play
We can have
offense.
we can have corners from
Barely
both
played
sides and, like,
defense
make it
either.
compact.
Just ran around a
Yes,
lot.
well, Mason, man. 17
Yeah,
18,
22nd
I
of
remember that.
April, bro.
No corners.
Yeah, 17 and 18. I remember
No
those
corners,
times.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's like Rudiger, Thiago Silva don't even bother running up because these guys are on corners. Don't even bother. It's all good.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
right.
remember those days, man. This guy gave me a headache every single game.
Oh, my
Every
God.
single
Gave a lot of
fucking
people a headache then.
What
I
game
went-
was it?
you know-
Was it
you
Man
know when
City
the-
away when we lost
You know when
1-0?
the ball
When,
was going,
when
you know when the ball was
literally
going up
almost
and it
half
was
the
going
players
for a
were
corner,
walking.
I was begging for them to chase the ball and don't let it go out for a corner because it's just waste everyone's time.
So he can hit the
Just-
first man.
Yeah, William
always.
puts his hand up and hits the first man.
Yeah,
Looks like he's doing something and just
he's walking-
lick some poor guy.
he's going
in
hello
the head.
first man.
We still have a
Really
problem
Arsenal
with
away,
that, by the way.
3-0,
Yeah.
Barcelona
Mason
away,
Mount
3-0.
isn't consistent with his, but he's better at it than William. So, like,
Yeah.
it's just we've gone from here to about here, but we still want to be here. That's the way I see it.
I don't see why Ziyech don't take the corners when he's on though. Like I always see Alonso or Mason.
It's like they
Mount taking
rotate it. Sometimes Mount does it, sometimes Ziyech,
it. I
sometimes
barely
it's
see Ziyech
Alonso.
takes it.
Brazilian Fredo, stop it. Fucking hell.
Frosted Myth says, whenever I talk about the Brazilian Fredo, so was I, man. So was I. Literally sitting in grounds, I'd be arguing with my friends all game about Willian, while he'd sit there, have deer in the headlights look about him before he fucking hit the first man on a corner,
I
or
think
just let the ball
Frosty
get
is talking about
intercepted for a
Jorginho.
counter
He's
attack.
Brazilian.
Every single time.
I thought he was talking about Jorginho
Exactly.
because Fredo is an Italian name.
Hey,
And he's
but
Brazilian
Arsenal
and
fans,
Italian.
We ain't talking about Willian. They're both
Oh,
Brazilian.
just play
It could be one or the
remember
other.
Arsenal fans
I
literally
don't
gasped
even
when
know.
they got
Don't
Willian
even
Yes.
know.
in their
and
club.
Fred, and Brazil and Fred actually
Oh
plays
my God.
same position as Jorginho.
No, be
Who
saying
would you rather?
Fredo, not Fred.
Yeah,
But he means
Fredo's an
Fredo.
Italian name, and Jorginho is
You know,
Italian.
that could be a
and Brazilian.
spelling error that's kind of thrown everyone off.
No. Brazilian
Probably said the
Fredo,
Brazilian
he
Fred.
means Fred.
We'll wait for Frosted Mist to clarify.
Yeah,
You can just put a regular
he'll
chat
tell
in.
us. I'm just gonna claim that as Willian. So until he says otherwise.
Could be Fred.
Yeah,
But
cool.
but Jorginho does remind me
He
of.
meant William.
Fuck
He
the
meant
Fredo. Ha.
Yeah.
Yep, he went Willian. Hold that. Wow, Jorginho, I want to hear that. Thank God, I nearly packed myself. That's cool. Right, let's go into the lineup. Let's go into the lineup for Crystal Palace versus Chelsea.
Well, AC might start this game now, Lewis. Yeah, he might start this game.
Should be. We'd have won 3-0 if we started.
He'll be on there anyway. He's always on the start.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Does Vinny
what this is.
Does Vinny Jr. play for Palace? Then we should be okay.
I want to see a Timo glitch on there
No,
too.
it's, Vinny IU. plays.
Depends what formation we play.
I don't know. That's the.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking
fair,
3-4-3.
Why
Or-
would not
or-
play the
or-
same
Timo
team?
plays
Why
on the
not
left
play
back game
the
as well.
same
I told
team?
you plays there still.
Or not.
Let's throw them up in the air and see where they land.
Do we have to specify now if instead of 3-4-3 a 3-4-1-2?
Yeah, it's different. 3-4-1-2
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a lot different than 3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
That's right.
We need
Two
to
days.
we
Big
gotta
up
play
Daniel,
the
my
same
guy.
game against Real, second
You're
leg.
into the lottery for the Champions League final shirt as well. So big up yourself.
There's
bro.
only 2 changes I would make from the Real lineup.
Yeah.
AC
I
and
would
who?
put I would put Aspie at right center back and move James to right wing back and put Loftus-Cheek in for Conte.
We played a back 4 though that game, unless you're saying change.
No, we
formation.
didn't. We played a back 3.
No, we've watched. Yeah,
I'm telling
no,
you, it was a back 3.
Very
was a
similar.
3-3-1.
Looked like a back 4.
I
Reece
think
looked
it
like he's at right
switched.
back.
It switched in
Yeah,
game.
it came
Yeah,
up like
yeah.
a 4, but
I
it
was
was
saying it, did switch around.
Played
Like,
both. It switched
Yeah,
in
when
game.
Rudiger gets forward, do we call him a left back? No. Why when Reece James goes forward from the center
even
back, do we
BT
call him a
said
right
it's
back?
4 as well.
That
It
means we
changed
played
in
with.
game. I'm not saying we didn't play a 3, but it looked like it changed in game.
It was just because they
Even
were
BT
given
said it's a
certain
4-3-3.
instructions.
Yeah, so it changed in game. That's all we're saying. We're not saying we didn't play it.
That's why I
Just
feel like
changed in
formation
game.
times don't.
As he's
just don't
done
matter.
multiple times this season as well. He's changed
Yeah.
it in game sometimes.
So
you got to look at where the players were, Chris.
Right, so what formation are we going to go for then? 4 at the back?
3-4-1-2.
3 at the back.
3-4-1-2.
I don't know, just say 3 at the back.
3 at the
Alright.
back.
3-4-3.
I feel like it's a safe
Again,
option.
guys, in the
Gonna be
comment
same
section as
team,
well,
same
any super
formation.
chat, any amount, you get to pick
Who
anyone
cares?
to stick into the lineup. But,
Don't know why we do these lineups. We always get it wrong.
no, but it's always fun to get. So what are we going
No,
for the back 3?
And you know how to
if
get
it's
these
a back
lineups with Tuchel?
3, probably go see AC this time with Rudy.
I'm hoping that
Maybe Silva gets a
a
break.
rest sometime
Yeah.
this year.
Are we saying
I reckon he
Chalobah
gets a break
or-
this game. Maybe Chalobah
I haven't
or
even
Reece
seen
again.
Chalobah in the squad lately, so what?
That's
I don't
true.
even know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll go
Like-
Christensen, Rudiger, and Saar.
Is this just a
What?
learning
Saar,
period?
yeah,
Is this
could
Are
be
you
Saar.
smoking some serious
Saar?
crack?
Son, what do you mean? You look like
Hey, it's not early round FA Cup.
You have Rudiger who can play. Why would you put
Jesus
Saar in
Christ,
there?
Saar.
No, Rudiger's playing, but I feel like
You want to put a
Silva's
strong
gonna break.
lineup on Sunday?
Maybe Reece James a right centre back again. Or
I tell
No,
you,
I
do
want to
know
see
it's a
Aspie. I want to see him
semi-final,
at wing
is
back.
Aspie back though?
Yes, he was in the
okay.
squad. He's back.
Okay, he's back then. Yeah, have Aspie.
Semi-final, dude.
Okay, must
Yeah, I
have
think
been
Just against Crystal Palace.
Hey, I feel like Silva will play. It's probably more
No.
important.
He
than
He
the
probably
league
will,
games.
but I don't want him to.
He needs
Because-
a rest.
I know, but if you're going to rest him, you rest him the league games
Yeah,
where
we got Arsenal.
you know,
No, we don't rest him in the league. We got Arsenal coming up. We need to put them in the. Put them
Fun
in their
Arsenal,
place
bro. We
and
will
secure
beat
third.
that lot, man. Fuck them.
We lost twice.
I
we lost
get it,
twice
Andrew,
them
but
last
like
year.
you know they're going to look at the league games not as important.
No, we haven't.
Oh yeah, our league
Yeah,
game's like on
I
Wednesday,
disagree.
isn't it?
We haven't mathematically secured third yet. Until that.
No,
point,
it's just
the league matters.
it's just pretty much
The
secure.
league matters. The league
So-
matters.
Maybe we do. Maybe
Matter, put yourself on mute if you're sniffing, bro.
he's
Jesus
blowing. I think.
Christ.
There are-
Lord.
Oh my gosh.
There are 5 subs, yeah.
Do
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
Alonso?
there are
Do we have
five
Alonso at left back?
Yeah, I would put Alonso at left back. Who else are you gonna put there?
I know, but just we've got to save some
Saar.
players.
Oh,
I
That's
don't
in
know.
the-
If Loftus-Cheek can make it out there,
Well,
let's
if
put,
he-
let's put
uh,
Barkley
it's-
there now. I reckon Barkley can do a job.
He doesn't exist.
Oh, I want
Kovacante.
Ruben to play as one of the
Kovacante.
CMs.
Jorginho only played 5 minutes, so he's going to be in for
Ziyech.
tomorrow.
No,
Oh, no.
Ruben.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
want,
Jorginho.
we want Ruben and Kovacic.
No,
It's only
Jorginho's definitely playing.
semi-final.
Ruben and
Jorginho, Kovacic.
Let's put Ziyech in every
Ruben
back.
and
Only a
Kovacic.
semi-final.
so Jorginho isn't going to play again.
Why?
He's playing. He's playing.
I want Ruben and Kovacic.
I know you.
Oh,
That's a better midfield than
Kova,
Jorginho and
Kova,
Kovacic.
Kova, Kova.
No way.
It's not.
Majority vote. I'll put Kovacic in, but what are we saying?
Kova.
Yeah,
You know
Cover's
Jorginho's
probably
gonna-
No, I mean Jorginho or Ruben.
it's
I'm
only
fine with
Jorginho.
it's only a set
Jorginho
semi-final. Put
plays.
Saul there. Put Saul there. It's only a semi-final. Put him there.
Let's go to chat. Do you want Ruben or do you want Jorginho in? Come on, chat,
Yeah,
help
what's
us
the
out.
chat saying?
Yeah, they want Jorginho.
Yeah, bring back Kovacic. Bring back Kovacic. That's
Ah,
what we
dear.
want.
You want Ruben at DM?
We want cover cheeks. That's what we want.
He's playing. He's not playing as a DM.
It's
You
too
In
will
that
be.
system, he's not playing as a
sixes aren't
DM. Those
DMs.
two.
You
They're
need
not
two
DMs.
DMs in front of like back
They're
three.
not DMs at sixes. Sixes aren't DMs.
They pretty much
Yeah,
are
but-
staying back.
They're not.
But Ruben played.
You can't just
As
keep
a-
bombing forward. That's what Ruben does. Remember when Mason Mann against Fulham when he played right next to Jorginho, he kept bombing it forward and he made holes through there.
That's why we have a back three.
You know, but we had a back three then and we had holes still because Mason Mount kept bombing forward. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
but Mason Mount will be in a
You
different
can't
position.
just keep bombing forward and leave it open.
Mason
I
Mount will be
still
he'll-
want Ruben and
Good old bombing.
Oh, Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben
majority
was playing
think
with
Jorginho. I'll
with
stick with
two other
that.
midfielders. That's why.
Who goes in the cam?
Money.
Either Mason Mount or Ziyech.
It's going to be Mount.
Well, I keep thinking about Wednesday. We got Arsenal Wednesday.
No, man, put
Whoa,
And then what are we
Why?
doing up top?
It's either Timo or Lukaku.
It's going to be if it's this formation, it's going to be Werner and Havertz.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
matter what
agree.
formation. Timo literally played on the left last game.
You don't think Lukaku potentially?
Timo did not play on the
I-
left.
I- He's not even on the bench.
Yes, he did.
We
Kai
have to
Havertz was in
start
the middle.
worrying about people who eat lead paint.
When
This
was
is
the
the
last
formation
time
we
Lukaku
played
even
against
played
Real
a game?
Madrid. Okay? It doesn't mean that people stay in that exact formation and look like that through the entirety of the game. They get to move around.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
So-
It doesn't matter what position.
No, it does.
No, it could be left
It
and he
does.
still will be playing there. He played on the left against Real Madrid and then moved around.
We played a two-man striker team.
No, we didn't
against
play two
Real
strikers.
Madrid.
No, it wasn't started two. It wasn't two. No way.
Chris, dude, seriously, man. You really, really, really. I don't know what you take, but don't
Even
take it
BT
anymore.
said he was on the left. Anywhere said it was on
BT
the
had-
left.
Oh, BT.
BT
Yeah,
hadn't
Chris,
played
I agree, Chris. I don't know what game you're watching. This is the exact setup we had for the last two games. Timo's a left forward. That's it. He's not out left wide. He's not. He obviously
I
isn't
said he's on the
standing
left.
in a
I didn't say
position.
he's a striker. I said he's on the left. I didn't like say what Pacific, but he said he's on the left. He wasn't a central striker or nothing.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I agree.
because we're
He
not.
was
We're playing with
two-man
two strikers
team.
here: Havertz and Werner.
In Southampton, definitely he was a striker.
Hey, but it doesn't matter anyway. They kind of interchange a little bit, so it's not important.
Werner injured.
No, he's the only two players are injured are who?
I know, yeah,
again?
someone said Werner injured. That's just
Who's
Yeah,
injured
he's just,
again? And not in the squad?
Lukaku.
Chili B.
No.
Chili B.
wait. Why are people saying Werner's injured?
And
You never said Werner injured. What are you on about?
No, the
I
chat.
think-
I'm like,
Maybe I think because he played too good and
Maybe they
yeah,
want him
he's,
to
he's
be.
Maybe-
injury.
maybe-
He's
maybe-
having
why would you
a
want
form
a
injury.
guy who's like really good form to be injured?
maybe he was injured before he started playing well. Maybe that's the difference.
No, the two players that are out are Chilwell and Cho.
Yeah, Chill was a given.
Cho. I don't think Cho's played in 2022.
Probably not.
No, he did. Do you remember his banging assist against Tottenham?
Yes.
Was that
That's
it?
when
Was
he
that
got
it?
injured.
Was
Yeah,
that
Oh
it?
yeah, yeah.
Was that what banging assist against Tottenham?
Yeah, he did a good
The-
cross.
You mean
The
the
one where
across
he-
the field
Yeah.
the ball he
Left
played
foot,
to
left
Ziyech
foot.
and Ziyech did a worldie? It was a banging assist.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was
You
amazing.
go bang something.
Can you close the door for me? Thank you.
No, he has tendonitis in his Achilles, which is the same thing that Conte has now.
I think it maybe
Right, to me, if it comes to one out of him or Jorginho, I already know my answer.
I feel like some players could be rested though, like Arsenal Wednesday.
Yeah, but this is a semi-final to get to a final.
Yeah,
this is for a
It's
trophy.
Crystal Palace, like it's not like
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
look,
Yeah, I
Arsenal
still rather
are
as
going to have Thomas
play as
Partey.
an Arsenal
They don't
guy.
have a left back.
Yeah,
We will rip them. I'm not going to get a description.
Oh, Cho's assist for Lukaku in the Club World Cup final. My bad. Yeah, I appreciate that.
yeah, that was a great assist. He crossed it with
He,
his left foot.
he played the cup. Yeah, he did play the cup final, didn't he? Mad. It's all mad.
Lukaku.
But yeah, speaking of Lukaku, rumors linking him with PSG are only getting closer and closer. Very surprised by these rumors as well because I didn't expect PSG to be interested in Lukaku and that seriously.
Really?
But
Really?
yeah,
They're losing
I-
Mbappe.
Didn't
They're
the
losing.
owner want to sell PSG though?
No, they're
Feels like a
going
bit
to
of a
sell it
downgrade.
after the World Cup. This, you know why PSG is getting sold? Because they're gonna get sanctioned
Yeah.
because they've spent way more money than they've made.
Imagine being sanctioned.
The
So
shame,
they're getting
the shame.
sanctioned. So the Qatari owners after the World Cup are bailing, and so it won't be this summer. It'll be next summer. They'll go up for sale. That's so.
Maybe Roman will take over. Never know.
No, I think he's gonna.
By
he's
the
gonna
way,
buy-
in
he's got
Russian
five
news,
clubs
He's already
buying.
bought 4 clubs,
in
guys.
Russian
he's already-
news, look, in Russian news, there is rumors that Abramovich might be. They have a problem with Abramovich now, so there's rumors that they're gonna revoke his Russian citizenship.
Oh, what? So he's already got Israeli citizenship.
Yeah,
and
but,
Portuguese or Spanish.
and Portuguese.
Portuguese.
The Portuguese revoked, and they're thinking about it. They don't have a constitutional rights to do that yet, but there is a conversation about it because the way
No,
he
Roman really hates like that. I was trying to facilitate peace talks. It's all mad.
well, people saying that he's so good with, like, so close with Putin regime that, now we're thinking actually removing his citizenship of Russia, man. So why was he been in the same name with Putin in the first place?
I don't know. It's so fucking complicated.
But that's just rumors. It's not a fact yet. So, but that's just what we're saying. Because there's a lot of big rich people left Russia saying that, like, and stuff like that. So Russia is considering what's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he still has business in Russia. He will lose a lot of money, but
Oh, he's lost 3 billion. For sure.
he did.
We don't know that he's going to lose $3 billion. By the way,
What's San Chelsea?
all you know is the money's going to be held. We don't know where
Yeah.
that money's going to end up.
Yeah, the UK government are going to take it, aren't they?
No.
I don't think so. It'll either go to charity or a
You
portion
should
of it
do.
will.
If ain't going to go to anything like Rome or nothing, it should definitely go to charity. I agree.
Right. Well, again,
Hey, wouldn't Europe and UK have him with open arms if Russia did that? In
no.
kind of protection.
Well, look, if the personal ask from Zelensky did not change anything,
Yeah. They just sanctioned 2 more of his
and that's
buddies.
a fact. And that's a fact that Zelensky
No, I mean,
literally asked Biden.
if your events
what
happened,
Biden did.
if Russia turned on him.
Well, that's not the point. The point is, look, Zelensky asked Biden to do it, and Biden didn't remember. United States did not put sanctions on Abramovich, but only UK and European Union did.
I'm going to shoot off, fellas. I'll speak to you soon, yeah?
Take care.
Oh,
yourself.
yeah.
See you, man.
Okay, so
Roman's buying the Dodgers. Him and Boley are trading. They're trading franchises. He's not sanctioned in the States. He can buy an American sports team.
Well, gentlemen, I got to bounce too. I got to go take a shower and then go to my appointment. Yeah.
Take care of yourself, Justice.
Do you have a massage every Friday?
Yeah.
Nice. Must be nice.
That's what happens when you're
Is
not
a happy
married, you don't
end?
have
The
kids.
happy end is that like a
No,
Thai
it's
massage?
just no happy ending.
It's called disposable income.
It's called, yeah, when
Alex,
you're not
Alex
married,
and I
you
don't know
don't have
anything about
kids,
that
you have
anymore.
money.
Yeah.
I know you and
Yeah,
Josh would know about that.
Yes. What's disposable income anymore? Groceries.
Oh, that's
All right, y'all have a
no
good
gas.
one.
Gas. Fill
Take
it up.
care of
Yeah,
yourself.
that's a
All
disposable.
right, later.
Big up, Justin.
Love. But yeah, I think we've gone through the Lukaku stuff now. I do think that's all the topics. Is there anything else anyone wants to discuss?
oh, Sunday's gonna be great, isn't it? With Anthony Taylor as a referee. Fucking hell.
Oh, is he a referee?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
What the hell is with Chelsea and bald referees, man? Can we?
There's
Jesus
too many
Christ.
ball referees.
Josh, I told you that long time ago.
Can we just get a referee with some hair? I don't even care where he's from. Just give him.
Lewis scratching
Fucking
his head because Lewis begging for someone to call him a Don Robbie stream. Fucking.
Done. Nah, not yet. I'm going to be at Wembley anyway. But
There you
yeah,
go.
big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Been another great stream. We will be back. I might do a Q&A tomorrow because I said I was going to do a 25k one. So if I do one, I'll see you guys there. But until then, take care, like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chels.
Fuck the Ricketts.